Hello everyone, welcome back. So today in this video we are going to see a scenario where we have to deal with Power Automate, Ribbon Workbench and JavaScript. So let's say we have an account or opportunity form. In the opportunity form there is a button. We are going to create a button. Let's say here this is an opportunity form, and on the click of a button we have created a Power Automate somewhere. So on the click of this button it should trigger the Power Automate. Let's say you want to send approval mail, or you want to inform your manager about something and all. Here we are going to create a custom button. As soon as we click it, it should trigger a Power Automate. So for this we will need a JavaScript, we'll need a Power Automate. We are going to develop this, and also we'll see how we can create a button from scratch. So now coming here, this is an opportunity here. Okay, let me first okay, fine, open this one. So this is opportunity. We are going to create a button here, and we are going to create a JavaScript file for that. So first of all, here this is my environment, sales trial, and this is the solution which I have created right now. This is just an empty solution. Let me open and show you. Button and flow. Here I have just added the opportunity table without adding any metadata and all, so that we can load this in the ribbon workbench and we can create a button. Similar way, I have created another this solution called opportunity solution. Here simply I am going to create a JavaScript file, okay, which will help in triggering that Power Automate. So now coming back here, let's go to the advanced setting, and I have already installed the ribbon workbench in my solution. So make sure that I'll put a link from where you can download it, the ribbon workbench, and just go to your solution, import that ribbon workbench. Okay, so once you import the ribbon workbench, it will show up here. So I'm just going to open it here. Here everything is going, I'm going to cover it from scratch. So let's click on this button and flow. Make sure the solution, whichever wherever you want to implement the button and all, it should be completely empty. Just the table should be there. Okay, otherwise it will not allow you to add any functionality in that one. So now it will take some time to load it. Let's wait. Okay, so it has loaded. Now let me just go to this. Okay, we have three, you can see here we have home, command bar, we have subgrade, and then form. We need in the form, opportunity form. So let's just click on the button, and I'm going to add it somewhere here. Okay, let's give it a name as trigger Power Automate, trigger flow. Okay, or you can simply write like send notification, inform manager, something like that. It's your wish. Now whenever you create a button, make sure that a command is attached to it, otherwise it will not show in the, even if you publish it, it may not show in the form. So let's come to the command here. Click on the plus button to add a command. Okay, Raj opportunity command 0, this is fine. Again go back to the button, attach this command here. Okay, so you have created a button. Now it will show in the opportunity form here, but our task is to, it should also trigger Power Automate. So right now if I just publish it, the button will come here, show it here, but it won't do any action. So now let's see how to create the JavaScript. Before the JavaScript, we also need to have the Power Automate, because in the JavaScript we'll need the Power Automate URL. So let me show you, this is the JavaScript which I have already created right now, and in this line, this is the link for the flow. This is some random flow. We are going to create a flow and we are going to keep it here. So first let's create a flow, and then I'll walk you through this code, how is it working and all. Also we'll see whenever a flow is whenever a button is clicked, it should also show a warning message here that it has been clicked, and whatever the action you, let's say okay, you want to create a record in the background, so it should show that record is created, something like that, so that the whoever clicks it, he'll get an idea, okay, this is done. So similar way, let's solution here, go to this button and flow. I'm going to create, no, not the JavaScript, let's create a flow first. So this one, come here in the flow, cloud flow. Let's go to create a new cloud flow, automated one. Okay, this one I'm going to give a name as create opportunity and whenever, okay, let me skip this one and see. See, whenever you want Power Automate to trigger based on a button click and all, that time the trigger should be something like HTTP request received. Okay, so let's see here. HTTP, if you put here, okay, HTTP request, okay, when HTTP request is received, this one, so whenever we click the button here in the opportunity, it means that it's going to trigger this Power Automate, and this is the URL which we'll get it. Once we save it, a URL will be generated here. Okay, and what you want to do, I'm going to create a new step, and I just want to create a, let's say, a new opportunity, add a new row. So I'm going to create a new row. Whenever we click a button, this is a very simple scenario. In this one we can also create, like, whenever a button is clicked, fetch all the details from this opportunity, send it to someone, or do some calculation and all. That I'm going to handle in the next video, but as of now, just a simple scenario. So here I'm going to add a new step, choose your table, it will be opportunity. Okay, and in opportunity I want to give the name as Power Dynamics. Okay, and let's say give 2911. Cool. Save. I'm going to save it now. Okay, this is saved, and if you come here and see, we have this URL, so this one we need to copy it. Also, let's give the name here, create new. Cool, this is done. Now let's focus, and here also we need to pass a JSON here. Let me show you in the JavaScript first. Let's go to the solution, opportunity solution here, and create a JavaScript file which will attach to the that ribbon button. Just go to the web resources, create new one, and let's give it as a name as something trigger flow. Okay, so we have type JavaScript and this one. So here this is the code which we are going to paste it. First, let's see, we have this flow, right? So in this flow I'm going to copy this URL and paste it here. So cool, pasting it. Now let me just walk you through this. So this code mainly it will be triggered whenever that button is clicked, and it will fetch the current opportunity ID, whatever the record ID is there. Here you can see it will fetch the record ID, and then it will send this ID to the HTTP trigger, the Power Automate HTTP trigger, and we are going to show a dialog box if the message is successful and all. Here we have this status is equal to 202 successful and failure, like that. And then in case of there any error and all, we are also going to log in this console only. Okay, so here we have this type of dynamics is equal to undefined. So this is nothing but a namespace initialization. Okay, it will check, it will ensure that the name, whatever the dynamics we have given, it exists, and it will also mostly it is used to avoid any conflicts whenever we do encapsulating and all within a code. Okay, now we have this button click. Okay, so whenever what do you call that, this on click of button is there, right? So this is the function within this dynamics dot opportunity namespace itself. It will be passed whenever we are interacting with any particular record. We can have maybe 100 or 200 opportunity record, so it will interact with the record using this form context, and then it is going to get the current record. Here we have So let's say right now you are opening one record, and from that record you want to get the name, email ID, and some revenue details and all. So particularly from that record only it is going to get the record details and all. So for each record it is going to retrieve the current record ID, okay, which is form context.data.entity.get ID. This is the syntax. Now whenever you get this record ID, now we are passing the this URL of the Power Automate here in the line number 12. Okay, so this is the end point of the Power Automate flow, and whatever the URL you'll give it here, it is going to get triggered via that HTTP request whichever we are posting. Okay, you can replace it if you have any other Power Automate and all. And then we are creating and configuring this XML HTTP request. Okay, so simply if it is what do you call that, it just indicates we have this post, right? So it indicates whenever we are sending the data, and we have defined the data type as JSON format, because in the Power Automate there is one step here which we have not configured yet, request body here. So here we also need to provide some string, which I am going to show you right now. It will expect a JSON format, what kind of parameter we are passing, what is expected in the from the record and all. Okay, so this is all. And now here again now we are checking if the we are checking the response, if it is success or failed. If we have here this dot ready state equal to 4, so this is checking if the response is complete, and 202 it indicates the request was accepted successfully. Okay, whenever it is successfully, for that one we are showing this one warning message showing that we have created the record successfully and request is submitted, like that. If it is failed, we are showing in the console message whatever something and all, whatever it is showing, we are showing in the console message. So this is all about this code. Now let me just copy this one. Okay, let me copy this and paste it where we have created this one. Okay, paste it here. I'll be posting this code in my blog, from there you can refer it. Okay, now once you have done this, let's save it and publish it. Okay, once you have done this, okay, let's say now this one you have published it, correct? So let's go to the ribbon workbench here, and in the command let's see, we have to add an action. So we have added a JavaScript file, so here you have to add a JavaScript action, and in the JavaScript action whatever the file we added, right, so that one we need to search and we need to add it here. Trigger flow, and what was the function name? Function name is this one. Okay, function name, cool. Now we need to add a parameter here. So parameter is going to be CRM parameter, and the value will be primary control. Okay, cool. So this is done from our end. I'm just going to publish it. Okay, and now one more thing here, we are passing the JSON, right? We are passing the JSON here. So same thing we need to add here as well in this Power Automate. So let me just paste it here. Here the type is object, and property we are passing the current record ID. Okay, so this part here, current record ID, it is not required for our current flow, but in the next video I'm going to cover a complex scenario where we are getting all the field values from this opportunity, and then we are processing and we'll do some other actions and all. For that one I'm getting the current ID. Now once this is done, let me save it here as well, and let's see here, it is still publishing. So let me just give you a scenario summary. We created a solution, empty solution, we added the solution in the ribbon workbench, then we created a button, and then we attached the command. Okay, then we need to create a Power Automate flow, give the trigger something HTTP request whenever it is received. Then what action you want to do based on that trigger. So I added a new row. I'm going to create a new opportunity record, and then copy that Power Automate URL. Now the last part was adding the JavaScript file. So just create a JavaScript file and add your logic and all there. You can copy my code also if you want, and then the same file, what a function name and the JavaScript file name you need to copy, and you need to attach in the ribbon workbench. So again you come back to the ribbon workbench, and in the command which you have created earlier, there you need to add the JavaScript action, and then we have that something what do you call that, CRM parameter, you need to add it. So once you add the CRM parameter with the value primary control, that's all, our task is done here. Just publish the solution, and now we are going to check. Meanwhile it is still publishing. Let's see if we can trigger it manually. Okay, trigger to see it work, perform the, okay. So since it is waiting for the response, like whenever a button is clicked HTTP, then only it will receive and all. So let's wait for it to be published. Also, in case if you want to learn some more complex component this concepts and all, you can just come to my Power Dynamics blog, and this video and all, you can go through different videos. Also I have covered one video of similar scenario where whenever a button is clicked, it also used to download a file. The file was stored in the SharePoint somewhere. See here, trigger flow on button click, and somewhere, yeah, and download file, and download file and all. So that complex scenario also I have covered, you can just refer it. Let me come here, it is still publishing, let's wait. Okay, this is completed now. We have some warning here, that is fine, perfectly fine. Let's come to the opportunity and check. Let me give a hard refresh. Okay, so now the button is visible in the opportunity form here in the sales trial. Let's just click on this and see if anything is happening or not. Clicking on this button. Okay, currently nothing is happening. Let's see what is the issue. So let's check in the ribbon workbench. Here we have command already attached, function name dynamics.opportunity on click of button. Okay, this is correct. And in the Power Automate also, if we see here, okay, so I think the problem is who can trigger the flow. Maybe in case of any user in my tenant, let's say if I'm going to change it to anyone. Okay, let's save it. This also can be one of the reason. Make sure that anyone if they click a button, it should be triggered. Let's copy this one, come back here, and I'm just going to add this flow here. Okay, copy, paste. Okay, let's just comment it out, and this one, cool. Let's copy it and paste it now in the web resource. Okay, save it and publish it. See, this kind of issue and all will keep coming, and developing is easy, but the main thing is we need to know how to debug the things and all. So this is small things also we need to take care. Who can trigger the flow, if there is any security rules and all, those things we need to check. So let's say once this is published, we'll see if it's going to trigger or not. Let me just refresh it. Cool. Now let me just hit this trigger button, trigger it. Okay, now you can see the request is submitted and created opportunity record successfully. Cool. Now let me just come back here and see if the record is created or not. You can see that actually I have created before also one time. So you can see automated record created already here. This is the record created by the Power Automate. Okay, and in case if you want to map any fields and all, you can go to the Power Automate and you can map it. Same way, let's come here and see the history here. It should show how many times it has been triggered. As soon as you click on that button, it will be triggered and a new opportunity will be created. if you want to know, you can also manage this connection reference and all. You can create a common connection reference and you can use in all the Power Automates. You can see both the times it has been clicked and it has been ran successfully. Now in the next video I'm going to cover another scenario where in the same opportunity we are going to cover all this field values, let's say account, topic, contact, all these things, and we will send an email to the manager. So as soon as I click on this button, it's going to say, it's going to take the email from this record somewhere itself, and all this along with all these details, it's going to send all those fields to the manager, and will create a approval flow whether this opportunity need to be accepted or rejected. So once you click on the accepted, it is going to change the status from, let's say, pending to approved or rejected, like that. So that I'll cover in the next video. Till then, if you have any doubt and all, feel free to comment it down. I'll try to cover it. And to learn more, just refer this blog, this video, Power Dynamics, and have a blog also, Power Dynamics somewhere. I'll post the link in the description. To get the code and all, you can go to my this Power Dynamics blogspot.com, and there you can find the code. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.